Welcome back to another episode of the WhattaPlay Podcast. I'm your host, Jalen and I, here with Dereck Fuster.
Yeah, we're back, baby. Welcome to the 19th, I believe, installment of the WhattaPlay Podcast. This is the Joe Montana, Johnny Unitas. We'll throw Adam Thielen in there. He ain't up there with them, but he wears number 19. Jalen, you got any other notable 19s you want to throw in?
Tony Gwynn.
Mm-hmm.
Played for the Padres.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 19 is not a popular number.
No.
I mean, as much as you don't like this guy because he plays for your rival, we gotta put him in there.
Corvette?
Yeah, we gotta throw him in there. I mean, he wears 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
I mean, 19 is not very popular, so yeah.
All right, so usually we would save our PSAs for the end of episodes, but I do want to give y'all an update on why we haven't been shooting podcasts and stuff.
We've been at work.
Well, that
real life stuff.
Stuff, adult stuff. We've been working. Other stuff, I kind of had a lot of shit happen this past month on my end. I went through a really rough breakup that kind of still fucks with me to this day, as much as I don't want to let it mess with me. I don't hold any resentment, and I'm not going to get into much more detail, because when my ex broke up with me, they didn't say a lot on it. I'm going to respect that same privacy. Part of me's still hoping we cross paths down the line, but if not, I understand, and we'll see what happens. I was also in the hospital because my mental health had went to shit, if we're being open and honest. So a lot of stuff had happened. I had left my previous job. I ended up getting into an argument with my mom at one point. Ended up staying with my ex at the time for an extended amount of time. Came back, got COVID, got bronchitis, all in the span of like the last 2 or 3 months. But, I'm still here. I'm still standing. I ain't going nowhere. I want to thank my brother Jalen, for being there for me through all this shit. But we're going to keep this simple today. It's going to be a light episode. And on to the fun shit.
Alright, so we're now entering week 11. Damn, week 11.
Week 11.
It seems just like yesterday, Arizona was beating the Mets out of the Titans, and, I don't know what y'all did week 1. I really didn't pay attention because I really didn't care. But, it's been a weird season, to say the least. There's not really a clear-cut favorite, which I guess that's good.
Yeah.
And for the most part.
Well, you think about it. For the most part, it's been the Chiefs or the Patriots lately, and it's nice to see, somebody else.
Hey, who won somebody else's, though?
Cardinals.
Yeah.
But you know who's right there with them, even though we don't got the same record? The Ravens still lead the AFC North. So, we'll see what happens.
But are y'all Super Bowl contenders, though?
Time will tell.
Anyways, so week 11, as crazy as it sounds, at the time of this recording, it is Thursday afternoon. So tonight's game, we have New England going to hot Atlanta. The Patriots, they started off slow. They started off, 1-3?
Mm-hmm.
But they won 5 of their last 6, and they're right in the hunt with Buffalo for the AFC East, and worst case, an AFC wildcard spot. So, once again, man, you can't doubt Bill Belichick. I mean, I know people are going to say, Brady made Belichick who he was. He was part of the
vice versa. You can say Belichick made Brady who he is today. So they go hand in hand.
Then again, Brady literally took the Bucs and won them a Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, I know. I was there. I was at the Super Bowl party with you.
Yeah, and you ate like half on damn Little Caesars.
I did do that, and I'd do it again.
I know you would. But, look at the Falcons. A couple of weeks ago, they upset New Orleans in New Orleans, and looked like, Falcons, who would have thought, they could be a wild card contender, but then they got destroyed by the Cowboys this past week, and they came back down to earth.
Yeah.
So, looks like that Atlanta sports magic that rubbed off on the Braves, and
it's not following the Falcons.
The Hawks, someone got to be the scapegoat. But that being said, I think it's kind of obvious. I think New England will get the dub tonight. I'm not going to say they're going to blow them out, but it'll probably be something around
I think it's going to be a close game.
34-17, 34-20, something like that.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Patriots just because of everything you said.
All right, next game we have the Colts going to Buffalo to play the Bills. The Colts, again, they've been playing solid. Carson Wentz is proving that when he's healthy, keyword when he's healthy, he's actually not too bad of a quarterback. Michael Pittman definitely following in his dad's footsteps as a really great NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to his younger brother as well, who plays for the Ducks, who really don't get the ball thrown to him. That's never here nor there. But you look at the Bills, again, Josh Allen, he's still one of the league's elite. As Wyatt Swirl says, elite. Stephon Diggs, he's still doing his thing. Devin Singletary and the whole Bills, still at the top of the AFC East for now. New England sneaking up on them.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, I'm gonna stick with Buffalo. I feel like Josh Allen will probably throw for maybe 3-4 touchdowns, maybe 1 or 2 of them to Diggs, and they'll remain on top of the AFC East going into the Thanksgiving matchup with New Orleans next week.
Yeah, and my thing is they're coming off, 2 weeks ago they lost to the Jags, so I feel like Josh Allen and the Bills have a chip on their shoulder. I'm also going with the Bills. The Colts, like you said, Carson Wentz is good when he can stay healthy, but the issue is he can't stay healthy.
Yep. And then I almost forgot to put it on the list, but I squeezed it in there. We have the Ravens going to Chicago to play the Bears. If you are on sports TikTok, we have We Hoopin', the face of the flock, going up against Connor Burns. That's his name.
Yeah.
Mr. Katie Gill.
Yeah.
If you're on sports TikTok, then you know who I'm talking about.
I mean, I haven't been on TikTok for a minute. I just got back into it, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
If we somehow lose to, let me lead on this one. If we somehow lose to the goddamn Bears after getting embarrassed by the fucking Miami Dolphins, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I feel like the Ravens made some adjustments. They got some shit figured out. Your boy Justin Fields is nice, but he gets rattled easily. And the Bears, to my knowledge, are 3-6. So obviously there's some bias here, but I'm going with the Ravens.
Right. And I mean, kind of going off of that, as much as I don't hate Lamar, I don't dislike Lamar. I just hate when this guy talks about him 24/7 like We Hoopin'.
Hey, I'm not as bad as We Hoopin'. Did you see that TikTok I sent you earlier?
Yes.
I would never do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean,
I might write him a letter like Slim Shady did in the song Stand, but that's about it.
But yeah, the Ravens. You look at last week's games in general. It was basically upset nation throughout the whole league. But I feel like Baltimore, they will rebound this week. They did just cut Le'Veon Bell, so with all the injuries they had at running back this year, with basically every running back on their roster getting hurt.
Yeah.
There's still that question mark at running back. The receivers they have, Hollywood has
been emerging as our true number one receiver.
Has been getting better as well, but you also look at the Bears. Justin Fields, he's still a rookie. He's still going to have, growing pains, so to speak. It is the Bears.
You got to see if Marlon can shut down. Robertson's playing, right?
As far as I know, yeah. But
yeah. And
I have Baltimore winning a close one. I'll say it'll be close.
Probably a Justin Tucker field goal wins it.
All right, and then the next game we have the two NFL teams who share the distinct honor of the two franchises to go 0-16. We have the Detroit Lions going to Cleveland to play the Browns. To my knowledge, Baker may play. They're saying he's progressing toward
the trajectory is towards playing.
Nick Chubb, as far as we all know, he's still out with COVID, but he may be able to play Sunday. I hope to play Sunday because I have my fantasy and I kind of need the points. And we all know if they're playing the Lions, and so Nick Chubb will probably give me maybe 25, 30 points. But, yes, besides last week where Austin Baker got hurt, obviously we didn't talk about it. because we haven't had time to. But so far,
Because we are big boys.
and some of us are bigger boys. But so far, it looks like I'm being proven right by saying that the Browns have proved that they can win without Odell Beckham Jr.
I mean, we all knew that. Odell just helped the team. That's all I said. I didn't say they couldn't win without him.
He was just there. Let's be honest.
I mean, yeah, the man's kind of a diva. That's why he's not in New York anymore.
But he's in LA, so that's gonna be any better.
Well, Robert Woods tore his ACL, so he's going to be wide receiver 2 at best.
But what happened on Monday against the Niners of all teams? By the way,
Did you see how much time that man had to practice?
I know we're rivals, but I do appreciate you guys keeping the Rams at bay and helping us have at least a 2-game lead on the division. So appreciate y'all. But going back to the original topic at hand, I feel like depending on whoever plays, either Baker or Case Keenum, I got the Browns beating the Lions.
I also have the Browns beating the Lions.
9-1?
Yeah, they tied in a shitty game against Pittsburgh, so that kind of helped the Ravens stay atop the North. So thanks for that, Detroit. But yeah, I got Cleveland just because they have more star power. They have Myles Garrett. You ain't gonna do shit with Jared Goff as your quarterback. I hate to break it to you. Y'all are gonna be in the market for a new QB soon.
And the Lions will still be the Lions.
Nope.
They'll be taking 2 L's in the span of 4 days next week. Next game on schedule, we have the Houston Texans going to the Titans. Again, that seems kind of one-sided. A lot of people wrote off Tennessee after Derrick Henry was lost for the year with a foot injury. But Ryan Tannehill is proving everyone wrong once again. Adrian Peterson is turning back the clock, and so far for now, it's still business as usual for Tennessee. But also look at Houston, a team with really no identity. If we're being honest, we're not gonna sit here and point out the obvious, but Houston, they really have no identity. They still don't know what they're doing with Deshaun.
Houston, y'all have a problem.
I mean, Houston sports in general has problems. But that being said, again, kind of an easy pick here. I got Tennessee getting the dub against Houston.
I hate to agree with you so much just because, but I also have Tennessee, the Titans, winning this game. They have the more star power.
I mean, star power really doesn't equal.
They have a better overall team. Mike Vrabel's a great coach, yada, yada.
I mean, I get it, star power this and star power that. Look at all the stars in LA. Look what happened last week against the Niners.
Yes, I saw.
So star power doesn't always equal results. Case in point, that one basketball team in LA that has all these old stars who their fan base hyped up.
Hey, don't be on some subtweeting bullshit. Just say the Lakers. I know they're not doing hot this year.
But yet, once again, as always, Laker Nation likes to hype up their team on social media, and it blows up in your face.
We are the equivalent to the Cowboys fans.
Right. All right. Next game, so we keep getting off topic. Green Bay going to Minnesota to play the Vikings. This game, I believe, it won't be a blowout either end. Rodgers, as far as we know, he's going to play with all of his, immunization or whatever you want to call it, issues.
We're having technical difficulties at the moment. It's the third time, Lamar.
Yes, as Dereck goes on his laptop to delete some certain files.
Not deleting files. There's no files on here. It's just pictures of your mom. Yeah, I went there.
Think you're funny?
Sometimes.
Not really.
No, I'm fucking with you.
But yeah, I just think this game is going to be a lot closer to what people think. It's going to be another old-fashioned Packers-Vikings game. Kirk Cousins, he'll overthrow Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen a few times. Rodgers will continue to throw dimes to Devontae Adams and Allen Lizard and Randall Court on the Cobb.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I honestly have Green Bay pulling out a win, and Rodgers doing as he has done many times in his career, getting the better half of the Vikings.
Yes, I also agree with that.
And why I get the star power?
No, just because I'm biased, and I also like the Packers.
So the next game we have basically the two bottom of the barrel teams in the AFC East. We have the Dolphins going to MetLife to play the Jets. There is no star power in this game, I will tell you that.
There really isn't. Joe Flacco's starting for the Jets, and part of me wants to go for them just because of that. And
can't hurt me.
part of me wants to go for that team just because of Flacco. But other than that, like you said, there's no star power on either side. I don't think the Dolphins are going to win back-to-back games, though. So just for the fact that Flacco's the QB for the Jets, I have them somehow pulling out a win in a very crappy game that's probably going to come down to, like, a field goal or some shit like that.
Well, from my standpoint, I believe Tua still will be playing. He'll probably end up throwing a goal line pass to one of his offensive linemen who will trip over his own size 17 feet and fall short of the goal line. But that being said, the Jets, I don't know. I mean, again, I guess I could say that they also really don't have an identity. They've been going through all these quarterbacks. A lot of people on their team have been getting hurt. But at the end of the day, I just have a feeling that Miami will have the better half of them, like they have had the better half of them so many times in the past, which has resulted in me going to school mad at the world the next day.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, I got Miami beating the Jets once again.
All right, so we finally differ on something. About time.
All right. Next game up, we have the Saints going to the Eagles. Again, the Saints, they're one of those teams that's
going hot streaks, going cold streaks. They're up, then they're down, they're left, then they're right. Yes, I quoted a fucking Katy Perry song. Shut up.
The Saints, they're one of those teams that are in the wild card hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they're kind of, I guess, adding uncertainties with quarterbacks with Jameis Winston. I think he tore his ACL.
He did tear his ACL, so he's out for the season, and that's about to change my prediction.
In the locker room on crutches after that game. But, yeah, you have Taysom Hill, who I think is still hurt. You have Trevor Siemian, who's a modern-day journeyman behind center.
Yeah, I didn't even know Siemian was on the Saints.
Mark Ingram, he is back in New Orleans, and so far he has regained his old form.
Big trust.
But also you look at the Eagles, again.
They got Jalen Hurts.
And Devontae Smith.
But
Philly, they just don't know what to do. I mean, I'm still going to defend Jalen Hurts. He's still a good quarterback.
I like Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, but you see, my thing is, like you said, the Eagles don't know what they're doing. We all know, as much as you don't want to admit it, who's going to win that division.
That's kind of obvious. Dallas has like a 3-4 game lead on everyone in that division. But for this game, I feel like with the Philly fans being the Philly fans, I feel like Jalen Hurts, he's going to make a few nice little passes here and there. And just like when you beat this team last year toward the end of last season, he's going to duplicate that result on Sunday. So I got the Eagles beating the Saints.
I also have the Eagles beating the Saints.
Why, because of star power?
No. Don't get me wrong. I got much love for Mark Ingram. I love what he did in Baltimore when he was there with us. I don't think Trevor Siemian has all the tools to pull off a win against the Eagles.
All right. Next game we have the Washington insert name here's going to Carolina to play the Panthers. And, of course, the big story there, Cam Newton came back.
Cameron Fig Newton is back.
We're not going to talk about what he did against Arizona because...
Yes, we are, because... No. You talked about Baltimore. I'm going to talk shit about Arizona. What did he do to you? Come on. Show us on the microphone what he did.
What do you mean show you on?
I don't know. That didn't make sense. I'm rusty, okay?
You know.
But so are you.
Another big storyline coming to this game is
Chase Young tore his ACL, right?
Cam Newton will be facing his former head coach in Ron Rivera for the first time since Carolina released him.
Revenge game.
With this one, Washington, they lost a big part of their defense in Chase Young due to injury. Heineke somehow, some way beat Tom Brady last week, which I mean, I got some fantasy points, to say the least.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy got fancy last week, so
Piss off.
But I feel like with Cam, he's gonna have a full week to learn the rest of the playbook, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the Panthers beating the insert name here.
Well, I also have the Panthers beating the Washington insert name, and no, it's not because of star power. It's because, one, who else did the Panthers just get back recently? Run CMC. So they got CMC. You got Cam Newton. You got
Jay Ward. You got Robbo, the Island boy.
Yes.
Yeah. So next game we have the Niners going to Jacksonville to play the Jags. A lot of people are saying that if the Niners somehow lose this game, that hot seat for Kyle Shanahan is going to get hotter and hotter. I think he kind of saved himself another week with beating the Rams the way they did in Santa Clara. Trevor Lawrence, again, rookie quarterback, he's still figuring out some things. The Niners, they look like a complete team on Monday night. Deebo Samuel looked as advertised this past Monday night. The Niners defense shut down what a lot of people were saying was Super Bowl front runner, which they're really not. It's
yeah, we know.
But
you're more annoying than I was in 2019 with the Ravens.
Yeah, but I've waited a long time for this. But that being
said, you could have
said,
just switched teams earlier. I don't know why your dumbass didn't think to do that.
But that being said, kind of a no-brainer. I have the Niners pulling out the win against Jacksonville.
I also have the Niners pulling out the win against Jacksonville. Quote Bill Belichick, no further questions.
Why do you have the Niners beating
I just said no further questions. But no, I have the Niners beating
Star
Jacksonville.
power.
More or less, yeah.
All right, and the next game we have we have one team that's, I would say it's over for wild card team, and you have another team who's basically losing a player every week due to getting arrested for something stupid. So we have the Bengals going to Vegas to play the Raiders. Obviously, we didn't cover the Henry Ruggs situation.
We didn't
the
have
Damon
time.
Arnett situation.
Yeah, we didn't have time to
John
cover
Gruden
that.
situation.
We were off for a while because I was taking care of my mentals.
But the Raiders, they keep winning. Well, they didn't win last week. I mean, they keep playing good football, but in the back of your mind, it's just the whole what's going on? And it's just because y'all moved to Vegas, y'all want to.
They want to live in the spotlight. Yes.
I mean, as a Raider, if you were, I'm going to say as a Raiders fan, like I'm a Raiders fan. But
I work with a Raiders fan, so.
But yeah, Derek Carr still proving that he is one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. If I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yes.
On the other side, you have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase,
Joe Mixon.
Underrated QB receiver duos in the league. But that being said, I just feel like Cincinnati will put together a complete game and beat the Raiders in Las Vegas. And the Raiders fans will end up beating up some Bengal fans just because they're Raider fans.
See, that's my thing, though. The Bengals have kind of been playing like shit the past couple of weeks. And this is an AFC game. So if the Bengals lose, because they are our biggest threat in the North, it's not Pittsburgh, it's not Cleveland, it's surprisingly Cincinnati this year. I gave Joe Burrow shit earlier this offseason about not having an O-line, but he's getting shit done. I somehow have the Raiders winning this game. I feel like That
Why do you have to
something.
win this game?
It's just a gut feeling.
I said definitely in star power because most of the stars are in jail.
Yeah, they're getting the longest yard team ready.
Hey, we saw how that movie played out though. So
Love the remake of that movie.
the next game, America's game of the week. Even though we live in Texas, we're gonna hear from this specific group of people.
Them boys.
We have the Cowboys going to Kansas City. Mahomes, I need another 50 piece from you in fantasy, man.
You're not gonna get it.
I mean,
You've seen how the Cowboys defense has been playing. And yes, this is going where you think this is going. I'll give my prediction first. Patrick Mahomes, I like you. I respect you. I like you as a quarterback. No, fuck is no wait.
Whoa,
Pause.
You probably like that too.
No. You think you're funny?
I am funny.
Funny looking. Anyways, no, I don't like his brother out here making TikToks. It's good to be back, folks. Anyways, I have the Cowboys upsetting the Chiefs. And no, not because of star power, but you think about it. They got Dak. They got Zeke. Zeke's getting back to form. You got CD, Amari. I think Michael Gallup's coming back. And I like Michael Gallup as a player. I think he was one of the players a few years ago I said was going to turn out to be a good player. Whereas on the Chiefs side, you
Patrick
have
Mahomes, Tyreek Hill,
I was
Travis
getting
Kelce,
to that.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
Clyde Edwards-Helaire ain't gonna do shit. Their run game is ass.
Byron Pringle,
The fuck Byron Pringle gonna do?
Tyrann Mathieu,
Okay, I'll give you the honey badger.
Chris Jones.
No.
Like, come on now.
No.
You can't run off the Chiefs.
Yes, I can.
Besides Trevon Diggs and maybe Micah Parsons, who does Dallas have on defense?
Those two people that you just said.
Exactly.
I didn't say it was gonna be a close game. I think this is gonna be a shootout.
And since I work at a sports bar, it is going to be packed with representatives of both fan bases. But I opened that day, so I don't
You
got to
have
close.
fun with that.
I will, because I don't got to close that day.
My job closes at 8, so I'm probably gonna have to deal with both fan bases, and it's gonna be really funny when
That being said,
I'm still talking. It's going to be really funny when they come in and they're like, you got any Chiefs jerseys? And we have the one Mahomes jersey to the side, and then we got a shit ton of Cowboys jerseys. So, continue.
but yeah, this game will be a shootout, don't get me wrong. If you have either just defenses or fantasies, you might as well not even start them because you're going to be screwed. But
I mean, I kind of have to start Dallas's defense because the Ravens' defense. Well, actually, they play the Bears, so I may be able to pick them back up.
But that being said, I have Kansas City winning in a shootout.
I mean, I'm not going to be mad if Kansas City wins, but something just told me to go with the Cowboys.
Because it's star power. Really, star power.
Is that going to be a thing now?
I don't know. I mean, that seems to be your reasoning for why you think the team is going to win.
No, it's just another gut feeling.
Of course, we know gut feelings.
You and these fat jokes, man.
You make it too easy. Next game up, we have Arizona going to Seattle. Now, Kyler Murray and Jerry Hawkins, y'all better tough it out and play.
Kyler Murray's on track to play.
Y'all better play on Sunday. I love Colt McCoy. He's a Texas legend.
You do?
But I can't take another week of him playing in the center. So y'all better tough it out and y'all better play. The only thing that's really going to help us is Russ looked rusty. I couldn't have done better.
You could have. You sounded like fucking Lightning McQueen.
Santa Monica, look, you too can look like me. But yeah, Russell Wilson, he's still getting back from injury. But Seattle's defense, let's be honest, they suck. Like I'm sorry, I'm trying to be as non-biased as possible, but Seattle's defense is not what it used to be. It's one of the bottom defenses in the league.
Just like the Ravens' defense.
When all you have is Blitz Boy and an aging Bobby Wagner, aging in football years, and that's all y'all really have. Maybe Quandre Diggs, but that's about it. So I mean, it's kind of obvious. I see this as, again, when Arizona gets back on track, get it up, and then we can tell Kyler you have to rest up for our bye week next week.
Yes. If y'all get Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins back,
We better.
then I have y'all winning. If it's Colt McCoy, I still have y'all winning, but it's going to be close.
I mean, hey, I'll take, a 3-game lead in the NFC West any day.
Yeah.
It's funny how, people are talking about, we're going to be the third or fourth best team in that division, and I'm being proven right, and a lot of these so-called experts are being proven wrong. Then again, there are analysts who make millions on TV with garbage takes. So
I mean, look how many analysts were wrong about Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray coming out of college. So, hey, you knock it off over there. We're recording.
You already took Dolph from us yesterday. Chill out.
Damn. But okay. Yeah, sorry about the audio issues for the time being right now. This is where we record. Looking at getting a place here soon, though, so.
Alright, so for the Sunday night game, we have Pittsburgh going to LA to play the Chargers. It's Herbie's Sunday night debut. I mean, you look at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh isn't what they used to be.
Ever since the way their season ended last year, and coming this year, you tied with the Lions.
Yeah, y'all did, and I don't
Lions.
have y'all getting a win. Just because, 1, I don't like y'all. 2, y'all are in my division, so I need y'all to lose because it's an AFC game. 3, I kind of like Justin Herbert as a quarterback. He's one of the up-and-coming quarterbacks. 4, I don't like Pittsburgh.
And they don't have star power.
They don't have star. I mean, for real, they don't. Look at it. They got what? Claypool's hurt, to my knowledge. You got Corvette Boy. You got an
Najee Harris.
Yeah, Najee's nice, but you got an aging Big Ben who literally winces whenever he throws the football. You've seen that shit this season, right?
Yep.
He'll be like,
But also, you look at Los Angeles. Obviously, you got my guy Herbie back there. Austin Eckler at running back, really underrated if I'm being honest. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, a stout defense led by Joey Bosa and Derwin James.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of obvious. I got LA winning, and I got Herbie doing his thing.
go
on Sunday night.
Chargers, go.
And then for the last game on Monday night, we have the Giants going to Tampa to play the Bucks.
Give me the Buccaneers. They're coming off a loss.
Star power.
No.
Yes.
No. All right, give me Tampa Bay. They're coming off a loss. I feel like Brady's going to come pissed off. Godwin, I think AB's still out.
I don't even know who got hurt.
I don't know if he got hurt or if he was out for something else, but I don't know if they have Gronk or AB right now, but something just tells me Godwin, Evans,
Fournette. Both of them. I was in college. I have always in Fournette on my fantasy team.
I had Fournette, but I dropped him because I didn't think he was going to do good.
That's tough.
I know.
That is tough.
But anyways, give me the Buccaneers. The Giants, they're not that good, if we're being honest.
They don't have star power.
They don't. What do they have? A vanilla Lamar Jackson? Yes, that's what I referred to Daniel Jones as.
Anyways, again, safe pick, Tampa. Brady's coming off a loss. As we all know from years past, pissed off Tom Brady's going to end up dropping like 500 yards and 4 touchdowns on your team. The Bucs defense, they're playing a weaker opponent, I guess you could say. So I see the Bucs defense doing big things Monday night. I'm kind of saying that because I have my fantasy as well. Brady, I still need you to throw Evans the ball a little bit.
Yeah, me too, because I don't know if I'm starting. I think I have to start you this week.
And Fournette, he's still RB1 in Tampa. So he'll get his touches. Hopefully he can give me a touchdown. And yeah, those are all the games going into the 3 games we have Thanksgiving. I mean, if we can, since I don't know if we'll be able to.
Let's go ahead and do that now because we're not. You're gonna be
just the 3 Thanksgiving games.
Yeah, you're gonna be in a different city, I think, and I'm.
Well, basically, it's Thanksgiving, so we're not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah.
So the first one we have Chicago playing the Lions. Let's be honest.
Chicago.
Justin Fields will show out.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go out and say that he'll have probably 2 or 3 through the air and one on the ground. The Raiders
is coming out party.
And then we have 2 of the most notorious fan bases in all of football playing each other on Thanksgiving as well. We have the Raiders going to Dallas. There's gonna be some fights in that parking lot.
Oh, there definitely is. That's a lot of hostility.
You're gonna have someone saying that someone's tamales aren't like their tamales, and that's gonna start a whole brouhaha.
I'm gonna start a riot. That said, give me Dallas. Give me them boys.
Because of Thor power.
Because of Thor power.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, with the Raiders, all their off-field issues, I still feel like that's a big distraction for them on the field. So kind of a safe bet. Go with
Amari
Dallas.
Cooper will get his turkey leg.
Amari Cooper going to give me some points too.
I mean, I got Adam Thielen in fantasy now, so I ain't tripping.
I don't know. I'm probably going to win the league again this year, anyways. But
yeah, it's trajected like that. That would be what, your 3rd time?
It should have been my 3rd time, but it's been my 2nd time.
Oh shit! Yeah, you've only won. Darren's won twice. You've won once. I've won once. And am I missing somebody?
No. But then the last game we have Buffalo. Yeah, Buffalo is going to New Orleans. I saw today that the Saints are gonna do something for Drew Brees at halftime. That game.
I thought y'all played on Thanksgiving. Oh.
Man, they only gave us like 2 primetime games this year because they didn't think we was gonna do nothing.
Yeah, y'all will get like 4 or 5 next year though, if you keep playing the way you're playing.
Probably at least. I don't know. But yeah, I think with this one again, safe bet, Buffalo. It'll be the spotlight. It'll be in the spotlight for New Orleans. You know, Drew Brees coming back. They're gonna have a whole thing for him. I think the emotion off of that will keep the Saints in this game. But I still feel like Josh Allen, he's still gonna do what he does. And as Wise World says, he's elite. And the Bills are gonna get the win on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I also have the Bills winning that game. So that said, last thing I want to talk about sports related is the Lakers renaming the Staples Center. That's the only basketball related topic I want to cover today because, like I said, we're going to keep a light episode. I'm not really a fan of the move, but, money talks, bullshit walks. I mean, Staples Center has a lot of memories, It's the same stadium, but it's not once you rename it, if that makes sense. Any PSAs you want to share?
Yeah, so, I guess kind of my PSA is kind of to do like music, so to speak. Obviously, for those who don't know, Young Dolph, he did pass away yesterday in Memphis. I was a fan of his music. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be one of those guys who all of a sudden starts following him on social media and plays all this stuff. Like I can say I've been a fan of his for a while now. So it's just like he was literally shot getting cookies. Like he was at his favorite bakery spot in Memphis, getting some cookies, and he got shot. And what makes it even worse is Memphis is damn near turning into a war zone because of it. So obviously, thoughts and prayers to Young Dolph and his family. And you know what's cool? I'm just gonna get into it since we didn't get into it. With all the stuff that happened at Astro Fest and all that, people will have their opinions. They're entitled to them. End of the day, I am still a Travis Scott fan. Whether or not people like it or not, that's still my guy. That's still someone I look up to. But yeah, I'm still riding with Flame no matter what people gotta say about it.
Okay, and obviously I'm not going to sit here and say I was a fan of Young Dolph. I wasn't. It's obviously sad what happened. My thoughts are with his family. I know he had a kid, so that's tragic to, have to think or deal about that. I know there are some people out there that might be watching that might, not have both parents in their life. given or take whatever way. I mean, I'm a child of divorce myself, so like I've always been closer to my mom than I have my dad, for example. But like I would still be devastated if I lost either one of my parents. Other thing, I don't think I've really been upset over a musician's death since Mac Miller died back in, I believe, 2018. My PSAs. First things first, take care of your chickens and your mentals. Second thing, new Spider-Man. Seen the trailer?
I have.
Ah, yes. Y'all go see that shit. This is looking like it's going to be the best of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans. And let's be honest, we know Toby and Andrew are going to show up.
Yeah, because
they edited out.
Yeah, you talking about the Brazilian one?
Uh-huh.
Like, who punched the lizard? It's like, I even said this. They all know that they're in the movie, but they're going to keep that information in Fort Knox until opening night.
And I also had a theory, and I commented on Cohost Jalen's Twitter. What if Black and Gold Spider-Man isn't Tom Holland Spider-Man and it's one of the others? That's just a theory. But also, Tom even almost spoiled it himself, where he was like watching the trailer, because you saw where they all sat down and watched the trailer together. And he was like, where's, and then he shut his mouth. So you know he was about to be like, where's Andrew or where's Toby? Other thing, there was one other PSA I wanted to share. Spider-Man, take care of your oh yeah, former NFL running back Zach Stacy, you're a bitch. You heard about that?
I saw it this morning on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't put your hands on a female, no matter how... Actually, let's go further. Unless you're provoked and they lay their hands on you first, you don't put your hands on nobody. And I mean like they physically put their hands on you. You don't put your hands on anybody. But to see you beat the shit out of your baby mama, you're less of a man. You're not even a man for that, bro. You're a fucking coward. And there's a special place in prison for people like you. I'm not going to say hell because, you know, I don't know what I believe right now, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so take care of your chickens and your mentals. Go see Spider-Man No Way Home when it comes out.
Hold on.
Oh.
So, how are we on time? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, so, might as well get out of the way. Fun segment. Let's just give a hot take on how our respective teams are going to do the rest of the year and how you think they're going to fare in the postseason should they make it.
Fair enough. I don't have the Ravens winning the Super Bowl, but I do think either us or Cincinnati's going to win that division. I have the Ravens probably making it best divisional round and then getting knocked out.
Well, if you guys know me, you already know what I'm going to say. Needs have to deal with it for the whole year. And I can sit here on film and have it be recorded that I have the utmost confidence in the Arizona Cardinals going to the Super Bowl. I don't know who we're going to play. It's probably going to be some random team from the AFC, just to why the way
Shit, the Cardinals versus the Bills would be a good Super Bowl.
I was saying that, but, I mean, like I said, the way the season's been going is like we honestly don't know, but...
Now, you know damn well if I'm somehow wrong and me and you see each other in the Super Bowl, our teams respectively, we're going to have to place a bet on that.
Should that happen, we put money on it.
I'm down to put money on it.
This is on video.
Here, let's shake on it now. If that somehow happens, we put money on it.
Oh, hell yeah, we put money on that shit. So, yeah. I mean, I can sit here and say I have the utmost confidence in my team making it all the way. Should they not make it all the way, I mean... Yeah, I'm going to be butthurt, like a couple hours after the game. I'll go to bed. I'll wake up in the morning, like, yes, whatever. This year in general still going to go down as probably the best year of football I've, like, watched probably ever, with Arizona doing what they're doing and Oregon with the chance to go to the playoff and get destroyed by Alabama.
Shit, y'all could end up seeing Dallas again.
But, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's everything for the 19th installment of the WhattaPlay Podcast. Obviously, we do not have a set schedule because co-host Jalen works. I'm working again. I'm trying to be on my grind, trying to get into a place. I'll talk more about that with you when we're off camera.
So basically, I guess we can kind of just give y'all like how this is gonna go going forward. With football season going on right now, the main focus is
It's going to be football.
But after the Super Bowl, we'll start talking about basketball.
Start focusing on basketball more. Once baseball rolls around, we'll yada yada. We'll still do our draft preview episodes. We'll still do our specials. I do kind of want to do a Christmas special. It will probably be sometime in December. It won't be right around Christmas time because same way with Thanksgiving, probably going to be the same thing. You might not be in town. I probably am going to be doing something with my family, so.
Yeah, just in general, like basically this next like, month and a half is just going to be busy for me with obviously work, stuff outside of work. And of course, my birthday coming up as well. So,
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I don't want y'all to think that we don't care about this shit or we're not trying to do this shit, but like the stuff that I was going through that I talked about earlier in the episode did kind of mess with me a lot, both mentally, emotionally, and physically. So that's like a lot of stuff to like process and deal with. I still got love for y'all. You know, the one thing that does suck is we had said when we started this, I think, almost a year ago now, that we wanted to hit 100 subscribers by Christmas time, and unfortunately that's not going to happen. But we're not going to give up because we fell short of the goal, or, you know, we're still going to be putting content out. We're still going to be talking about sports because, you know, it helps me keep my mind off a lot of things. It's one of my outlets. But yeah, we got much love for y'all. Make sure to follow both of us on our socials. Share the video, get the name out there, and we'll see you next episode. All right.